Hello and welcome to Christmas Crafts 365. My name's Angela and today I'll be showing you how to make paper fan ornaments. For this project I'm going to be using my 12 by 12 inch scrapbook paper and I'm choosing 3 different designs that all involve snowflakes. I didn't want to get a design that was too crazy or busy because when you fold it up you're not really going to be able to tell exactly what it is anymore. So I chose these 3 different snowflake papers and I thought they were really pretty. I end up making 3 different ones, so stick around until the end. I then used my scoring board to score all the way down the entire piece of paper at a 1/2 inch each time. And can you do this without a scoring board? Yes, you can. Will it make your life a lot easier if you have a scoring board? Yes it will. So I do recommend having a scoring board. Imagine doing 1/2 inch folds perfectly yourself without the help of a scoring board. It definitely makes things easier. Once I finished scoring, I got out my Fiskars paper cutter and turned my paper so that the lines were going horizontally. And I'm going to be cutting 2 strips at 2.5 inches each. Here's cut number 1 and cut number 2. After you've cut your paper, you get to fold it up and look at me go. I didn't speed this up at all. I'm a machine. One of these is going to be the top and the other half is going to be the bottom. This is actually really fun to do. Now every time I have to attach things together, I end up hot gluing it because it's just easier. You do not have to use hot glue. You can use Mod Podge or just a glue stick, but this just goes faster and it's easier for me to use. I lined up both ends of my paper and stuck them together, making sure I don't burn myself. I always end up using my clothespins just to help it dry. Then I'm just going to fasten the other end together as well using my hot glue. Now at first this is going to look nothing like the ornament. It's just this big wiggly circle. So what you have to do is apply some pressure to it and squeeze it until there's this little tiny circle right in the middle. Now these are actually a pretty big ornament. And don't be afraid to make large ornaments. If you are planning on selling these at a craft show or just making them for yourself, there are some people out there that have some really big trees, so these would look great. These are actually 6 inches in diameter, so 1/2 foot. I ended up flipping it over because you need to secure this down, and I always use a little wooden square. You can use something else that's just as sturdy, but I just happen to have these little wooden squares, and I hot glue it into place using my glue gun. I just put a little bit of hot glue around this circle in the middle, and once I put the wood on top of it, you really want to make sure that you hold it down until it dries. Now I sped this part up so that you didn't have to watch me hold it for a long time, but if you do not hold it all the way, it will spring loose and hot glue will go everywhere, so that's not good. Once I finished gluing it all together, this is the fun part, the decorating part. I'm going to use my circle template to figure out what size circle I want to go in the middle. This just adds a little bit more decoration so that there is a colorful spot for my centerpiece to go on. I ended up choosing this larger circle. Oh, and look at me, I even have a snowflake pencil. I just love Christmas so much. I just can't describe it. It's my favorite season, it's my favorite time of year, and yeah, it's just amazing. So then I cut out the circle and I'm going to hot glue that in the center as well. And if you're liking this ornament, don't forget to subscribe because I'm definitely planning on doing a lot of different crafts in the future and ornaments. So I glued the circle down and you can see me touching that I made sure that those lines are running horizontally where I glued it. And I also want to make sure there's a little crease right at the top because that's where I'll be putting the jute hanger. I used this little greenery stem to make a cute little wreath to go around the middle. I cut off the excess and twisted it around really good with my fingers so it would not pop loose. Then I just put a little bit of glue in different areas around the wreath. You don't want to overdo the glue because it makes it really crusty. And who wants a crusty ornament? In order for it to stick, I did hold it a little bit, but then I also weighed it down with some of my tools because this has the tendency of popping loose with all the greenery. I then went into adding the fun stuff, all the stickers, and I saw these cute little gingerbread men. I am a sucker for gingerbread men. I love them so much, and I thought these matched perfectly. I was trying to decide which one I liked best, and I ended up going with the one with the little green bow. I thought that was super cute, and it matched the colors perfectly. Now these do have a sticky back to them, but I wanted to hot glue it down because I'm planning on selling everything that I make in my upcoming craft show, and I want to make sure it's really sturdy for whoever buys it, so I didn't trust the little stick that came on the back of it. I wanted to then add the string to the back, so I'm using this really sturdy jute to do a little knot. And flipping it over, I found where the center was right above the gingerbread man's head and glued that down using my hot glue gun. Now if you've never used jute before, it is such an amazing material. I really highly recommend it. I ended up making 2 more with the snowflake paper that I picked out at the beginning, and I also decorated those. I found this super cute little snowman holding a penguin, and this little arm was sticking up in the air. I thought that was adorable. So I stuck him down right in the middle of the blue one. And when I saw his hand up in the air, I thought, oh my goodness, I have to make him catching a snowflake. So I have these cute little button snowflakes. I cut the back off of the little snowflake and glued it down like he was catching it. I just thought that was so cute and so precious. I think this one might actually be my favorite. Then I chose a little red truck with a Christmas tree in the back. It's hard to see, but Santa Claus is also driving the truck. And I also found these little stickers that had different words, and this one was "Let It Snow." I thought it was perfect for the snowman ornament, so I glued that down as well. And for the last 2, I just made some little jute bows and put those underneath the truck, and I ended up doing the same thing for the gingerbread man. So here are my 3 ornaments all together. I hope you like this craft. It's perfect craft if you're a scrapbooker or if you just have extra scraps lying around. Great for using up all different types of materials. It's a nice large ornament, so it really has a great presence on any Christmas tree. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and check back next Friday for another Christmas craft. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.